feels like rendezvous. You know what to do. Keep your love for me only. I get high on you.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another first impressions video. I have been wanting to try this foundation since I saw it on a commercial. I swear these TV commercials, they really suck you in and get you. So the foundation that I'm talking about is the Covergirl TrueBlend Matte Made Foundation. It says that it's a comfort matte and it's also transfer resistant, which is the whole reason why I was so intrigued, because my foundation always transfers. No matter how much powder that I put on it, no matter how well I set it with setting sprays or whatever I do, it always transfers. So I'm super curious to see if this is actually transfer resistant, because I've been wearing like turtlenecks lately and I always get that like ring of orange or ring of foundation around my turtleneck. So I'm like, if this is really transfer resistant, that's amazing. Now, it is a matte foundation and I do have dry skin, so I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna love it. Typically, I don't love a matte foundation, but because it said, it really got me. The whole marketing of this product being transfer resistant really drew me into it, so let's see. It claims that it's a 12-hour wear foundation and it's new. Does it say anything else about it? No. Just a comfort matte, oil-free formula, pump applicator. So I picked mine up at Walmart, and what I did love was they had a lot of shades, like a lot of shades. So that was really cool. Also, they had these little like color wheels, which I've never seen in like a drugstore type of like makeup section. They had like these like color wheels where you could try and see what your color was. So the color that I ended up going with was M20 Warm Beige. Now, it's not a perfect match, but it was the closest that I could find to my skin. The one before it was too yellow and the one after it was too dark. So we'll kind of have to see and play with this as it goes. Oliver wants to say hello. He's sitting on my lap. Hi. Say hi, Papa. He needs a haircut. Lola's down here too. So yes, that being said, I do have dry skin, which I just mentioned, so I am going to moisturize my skin beforehand. I'm just going to treat it like any other foundation. I am going to moisturize, I am going to prime, just because I do that every single day and I'm going to do it. Let me put my hair up too, because I need it out of my face. Okay, my hair is out of my face now, so I just moisturize with the moisturizer I use every day, the Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion, and I'm going to prime with Benefit Professional. I'm almost out of mine. If this really is transfer resistant, that'll be so nice. You know when you're like, I don't know, you go to give somebody a hug and you always like leave your foundation on their shirt or their shoulder? That happens to me all the time, and I'm like, fuck, like I feel bad, like half my face is literally on their freaking shoulder. So if this was actually transfer resistant, that'd be great, but let's see. So it does have the pump to it. This is what the bottle looks like, by the way. I'm gonna shake it a little bit, and I am gonna be applying it with a damp beauty blender just to kind of get a little bit of moisture in there. I'm gonna spray this with my rose water. I'm going to spray my sponge with a little bit of the Mario Badescu Rose Water spray. I'm also going to spray my face, just because I know this is a matte foundation and we need moisture. Alright, so I'm just going to put it directly on my sponge. Okay, so I did about 3 pumps. I'm gonna start tapping it in. It has like a slight scent to it. Like it's not like a scent, like they put it in there, but it has a slight, you know, sunscreeny type of smell to it. So the color is okay. As you can see, it's actually a pretty good match. It's a little warm, but it's covering really nicely. And it is drying kind of quickly, so I'm just gonna move quickly and kind of work in like sections on my face. But I do that anyway, like regardless of the foundation, I always work in sections just because I find it easier to blend. So as far as coverage, I would say this is medium coverage. I can still see I have a pimple on my cheek. I have a pimple on my cheek. I don't know if you can see it, but it's covering it, but I can still see a little redness popping through. So far, so good though. So that was half my face. This side has the foundation, this side doesn't. Color-wise, it's pretty good. I'm over here talking shit like it's not perfect. It's pretty good, although I think it's going to oxidize a little bit because it's warm. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the next side of my face. Putting 2 pumps on my sponge. I always start in the middle of my face too, kind of like where I have the most acne, scars, or freckles. I just want to focus the product there first. Really get in there. Blending down my neck, a little bit on my ear. All right. So overall, my mirror's cracked, by the way, don't judge. It doesn't look too matte right now. I don't know if you can see it, but there's still a little bit of like sheen to my skin just yet. I'm assuming it has to set. I'm gonna add another thin layer on this pimple right here and this pimple on this side. I literally have like almost symmetrical pimples. I didn't mean to flick you guys off. All right, so it layered up pretty nicely. I would say it's definitely medium to full coverage. You can definitely build it if it's not enough for you. So I think I need to let this set a little bit. I'll see how long it takes it to actually set. I can kind of see it starting to dry down and get kind of flat, which is what I hate about matte foundation, but it's great for people with oily skin. As it's setting, it's also kind of like the color seems to be changing a little. It's definitely looking a little bit more warm to me as I'm looking in the mirror. I can't tell if the camera's picking that up, but I can tell in person. But yeah, all right. I'm gonna move on to the rest of my face and I will let you know my final thoughts as soon as I have the rest of my makeup on. Okay guys, my makeup is on. Overall, everything laid beautifully on top of that foundation. My skin looks really good, like really extra flawless. Surprisingly, I didn't think I was gonna like it because I don't love matte foundations, but it really does look like super flawless. I don't know if you guys can tell. Let me see. But I'm gonna zoom you in. Get close. You can still see my pimple, but everything else laid super flawlessly. It doesn't even crease that badly in the nostril area. It just looks super flawless. So it is 1:37 right now. I am on my way out the door. We'll have to change first, you know, put on some clothes. And then I'm on my way out the door and I will update you guys throughout the day. I'll show you what it looks like in natural light and also what it looks like at the end of the day. So we shall see. All right guys, just want to give an update on this foundation. I've been wearing, it's 4:45 now, so I've had it on for about 3 hours, but we are in natural light, so I figured I would show you. It's holding up really well. I'm not shiny at all except for places where I put my highlight. And it is transferring a little bit. It is transferring onto my turtleneck a little bit, not anything crazy, but it still is transferring, so that's frustrating. But I want to give you guys like an up close and personal look at the makeup. It is creasing underneath my nose a little, but other than that, it's staying pretty well. But I will check back in closer to the end of the day and let you know how it's doing. Okay guys, it's the end of the night. I have changed. My makeup still looks pretty damn good. My foundation stayed really well. You can still see my blush and my bronzer, my highlight, my lips. My lips, guys, when I tell you that that Maybelline lipstick is so bomb. I've had this on now since about like 1:15. It's now 11:15, so 10 hours later, and it's still on. I've eaten spaghetti and meatballs for dinner. I've drinking things from straws. I've drinking from cups. I've had milk. I've eaten today and it's still there. So I know this is about foundation, but I just figured I'd give them a little shout out because their lipstick is like amazing. Anyways, the foundation stayed really, really well. I have a little bit of creasing around my mouth and around my nose. Always creases there anyway, but it definitely did crease. around my nose. But other than that, I mean, it stayed really well. So I would definitely say check it out. Now, it's not 100% transfer resistant because it did come off on my turtleneck a little bit, but it doesn't come off like on your hands at all. So I really like it. I think it's definitely a good foundation. Great for the price. I think mine was around $8. So yeah, go pick it up. If you guys like these kinds of like first impressions / review videos, please let me know in the comment section down below so I can continue doing them for you. I don't even think I showed you the time. I just told you. Yes, it is 11:11. It's time for bed. I just finished editing. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon.